For a privileged individual, there are few things in this world worse than going to the dentist. It's basically a torture chamber that you're willingly walking into and going a step further, paying these people for the job they perform. What's more egregious about this entire thing is the person that's running the show, the dentist, is loving it. They're loving every minute of it. They're performing these awful actions with a big dumb smile on their face, making good money, going on vacations, all the while you're sitting there like an idiot, with your mouth wide open like you're ready to audition for a Human Centipede sequel. Let's rant about the dentist. Wasn't that long ago that I talked about the fact that I'm in Invisalign now and what an absolute treat that is. It's an elective procedure to straighten out these pearly whites, get them all camera ready. But it's one that I went in begrudgingly too, because it means I have a full year where I'm wearing these dumb trays in my mouth. It's uncomfortable, it's miserable. I don't like it. But let's take it a step further, talk about the one responsible for this whole mess, and that's the dentist. That's these people that willingly took a job where they look inside the mouths of awful, gross people. I dare you to find a dentist working that isn't happy all the time, because they figured it out. These weirdos went into a profession where they get to play around with teeth, tinker around with the teeth, play with the gums, check out the tongue. They want to do this. They love it. They found a way to quench their weirdest desires, operating on people's mouths. And I can't knock them for it. In fact, I'm envious of the whole situation. These guys are always happy. Or occasionally you'll find a woman like a unicorn. Sometimes they exist. A female dentist. I know one. Spoiler. She loves it. They all do. Because dentists get to set their own hours. They can go on a vacation at the drop of a hat. They even get their own special insurance separate from health. Somehow, these geniuses manage to take the mouth and give it its own category. Somehow that's not part of physical health. It's its own special thing. It's brilliant. The entire setup of the dentist office is one of misery, torture, pain, and anguish. You go to this place, it's always quiet, it's always uncomfortable and awkward. There's other people in the waiting room with you. They're on their phones now. They don't pay you a time of day. That's fine. But we're all there together. We're all going to experience what is going to be a terrible time. You show up at the scheduled time. They're not going to see you, though, at that time. They're going to make you sit and stew in it. They're going to make you wait. And in the back of your mind, you're going to be thinking, man, I wish I was literally anywhere else in the world than at the dentist's office right now. What a chore. Eventually, Peggy in reception's going to call your name. She's going to hand you a clipboard with 18 pieces of paper to fill out for some reason. You're going to get that done. You're going to hand over your insurance card. It's going to be a whole fucking ordeal. And then bingo, bango, bongo, penis, you're finally brought back where you get to sit in a chair that's built to be uncomfortable and awkward. It never is formatted for the person that's sitting in it. I'm tall. The chair is always too short. It makes my spine do something weird when they put me back at the most awkward angle imaginable. Hey, I'm just going to take you back a little bit, okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's good. It's great. I love this. The dentist is so important, so special, that they will not even see your ass until the end of the procedure if they even deem fit to do so. They might not show up at all. They're like the great and powerful Oz, hidden behind the curtain. Is he or she going to come out? I don't know if I'm going to see the dentist today. You're going to be spending your time with the assistant. This person seems to be just as qualified, arguably more so than the dentist, him or herself. This person's responsible for doing all the bullshit work. Cleaning out the teeth, scrubbing them, polishing them, and for some reason trying to carry on a 45-minute conversation with you during all of this. They give you a protective tissue covering that you're going to put on like a bib because you're treated like a toddler now. You're back to the basics, all right? You can't even chew your food now. This stuff's going to spill all over. Water, spittle, saliva. It's all going to fall right down here. It's going to pool in. And they're going to pretend like this is a normal thing. This is something that we do all the time. They also hand you protective shades depending on the dentist you go to. You get to pop those bad boys on. I guess this is in case some of the spit is so uncontrollable it shoots up into your eyeball. Yeah! Or maybe some of that crap they're spraying in your mouth pops a tooth out of its canal and it roots itself right into your eye socket. That's why we put the shades on. Before we get to the cleaning though, you might have won the bingo and you get to go get x-rays done. There's a few different types of the x-ray. You can get the full body experience where you stand here and bite down on a mouth guard. And then this machine spins around you, probably gives you cancer. The person comes back out a couple seconds later, checks the guards, realizes something didn't take right. You're gonna have to bite down. They're gonna do it all over again. They don't need to. This is another power play. This is another alpha dominance move. They got what they needed the first time. Now it's just to make you feel little. Mission accomplished. The other way they can do it is from the comfort of that miserable chair they put you in. This version's a bit more intimate. They put these little guards in your mouth that you bite down on, and then they put this giant camera right up to your face, up in your business. And they just do this for 35 minutes, and then you're done. Then you're done with that. This is where the fun begins. The cleaning itself. They're gonna take a light as blinding as the sun itself, like you're being abducted by aliens. They're gonna put that thing about 2 feet from your face. It's gonna blast light on you like you just got pulled over for speeding. And the officer has a bunch of questions for you. That's why they give you the shades. That and for the tooth flying off into the eyeball. It's all downhill from here. Once they start pressure washing your teeth, they take this little stupid straw thing, they got water blasting through it, and this is the time they like to have that personal conversation with you. So how are the wife and kids? They're pretty good. They're good. Things are going well. I mean, you just saw my fucking wife the other day. You're paying to be waterboarded. Once the teeth get nice and wet, they're going to start chipping away at some of that plaque, some of that stuff that's embedded itself into the teeth. That's when they take out the scrubber machine. It's like you're going through a car wash, you know, those blue spinny flappy things? That's what this is. They sand it some more, they sand it until there's nothing left to give. The kids are good! My kids are good. Stop asking me questions. You doing anything fun this summer? Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. And then they end by bringing out a collection of utensils from a Saw film. They pull out the hook from Now I Know What You Did Last Summer. They stick that in there. They got another hook and they're like, ka-tink, tink, 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 tink. Sometimes they have a little mallet, little hammer thing. It all caps off gloriously with the floss. This is the one part of the dentist office that hasn't updated since the 1950s. We're still going old school. They put on a fresh pair of gloves. They pull some floss out of the back pocket. Pull that sucker out. Start wrapping it around the thumbs. Get it nice and taut. And then they floss like nobody's business. Kids are doing well? Yes, the kids are doing fucking well. I told you that 50 times. They're flossing in places I didn't even know existed. Oh, your gums are bleeding a little bit. Are you sure you're flossing every day? Listen, bitch. You just spent the last hour in my mouth. You know I'm skipping floss days. You know I'm not flossing daily, okay? I got blood coming down my chin onto my little spill guard. What do you think? And now for the magical highlight of this miserable experience, the dentist. Presenting your highness, the dentist. Boom, 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 boom. The dentist comes over. People throw confetti. He comes over, kind of eyes you up, judges you on your physical appearance before he even jumps into the mouth. Asks you the same stupid questions the previous person asked 5 times. So how are the wife and kids doing anything fun this summer? How are the wife and kids doing anything fun this summer? How are the wife and kids doing anything fun this summer? How are the wife and kids doing anything fun this summer? And then, like a sharpshooter pulling guns out of the holster, he's got his own special custom dentist tools. They're gold plated, platinum edition. Open up. We're going to want to put a note on number 3, far. I don't know. They say stuff. G4, right next to the G spot. We're going to want to play with that a little bit more. We're going to want to get him, see if he can orgasm touching that spot. Yep, just mark it. Just mark it on the computer, Sheila. Thank you. Seeing a little bit of buildup in the back wall. He's clearly not flossing. Did you notice he's not flossing? Yes, I'm not flossing, you piece of shit. She knows. We all know. Everybody in the dentist's office knows I'm not flossing well. Got some really good enamel, though. That's good. Got a good enamel. Hey, good job with the enamel. Thank you. I was born that way. After about 3 more minutes of putzing around and not really doing anything, because he's just putting on a show at this point. It's all pageantry. The assistant did all the work. He's just like, okay, yeah, yeah, looks good. Okay, good job. We'll see you again in 6 months where we will do this miserable thing all over again. How's that sound? That sounds awful. Here's some money, sir. Thank you, sir. Not covered by health insurance? Of course not. We have dental for that. It's still part of the body, you fuckers. And then just like he came, he vanishes. And listen, this is just the basics. I didn't even go over the fact that you could get a cavity and that's game over. Then they got to numb your mouth. Can you talk? No. Can you feel anything? No, I don't think so. And then they go in there. And you do feel it. You feel like a pressure, a painful, stinging pressure on your teeth. How's everything feeling? Tears are welling up, coming down your cheeks. Great! It's great! Okay, we're almost done. They're not almost done. They have another 45 minutes to go. They're never almost done. When you get home from the dentist, it's like you're returning from war. Your family, your friends. Hey, how was the dentist today? It was good. No, one cavity, but it was okay. It was okay. Okay, my mouth is numb. I can't talk. These dentist people, they get to laugh about it over drinks later. They get to have their morning meetings, talk about the horror stories they saw, some of the worst victims, some of the worst patients, sorry, not victims, worst patients that they have. We're just a joke, and they love it. They're laughing at the bank, they're going to the Bahamas, they're going to the Cayman Islands, they're loving every minute of it, and they're getting paid well, and I envy them, and I'm disgusted by them at the same time. And that's the dentist, a profession that's figured it out. They found out a way to take their sick hobby, their sick joys, and profit off of it. Let me know your thoughts on the dentist visits, though. I don't know anyone that likes it. I would love if you commented like, oh, I love going to the dentist. It's my favorite thing in the world. If you are a dentist, you're not. That's a lie. Because dentists don't watch videos on YouTube. Because dentists are living their life to its fullest, laughing and loving at work, looking inside weirdo mouths and getting off on it. And when they're not doing that, they're just golfing or they're on vacation. They don't bother with us peasants on YouTube. Please like the video if you in fact like the video. I would appreciate it. And do me a favor and subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel up, post new rants every single week. Would love to have you stick around. Of course, I have a main channel, Adam Does Movies, where you could probably guess the topic there. Movies. Love to have you join me on both. Hopefully you do. And until next time, see you at the dentist office.